What is going on, everybody? We are back for another day of Nemesis Gaming League action where the grind continues. I like that one for Psychonaut. Bringing it in there. The grind continues. But I'm joined here. I'm Rockerman, joined by Cook and Bagels. Bagels, what's going on, my guy?
Unfortunately lost my series in
Oh, wins.
disastrous fashion earlier.
Oh, no.
Um, but hey, you know what? The stock market's going up.
No, no, no. It just crashed. They
No,
just
I'm still up.
crashed.
I'm still up. I'm
Oh, you're
still up.
up. Okay, I was going to
I'm
say
up.
they everything just went down. It just crashed. But
I'm still up.
okay, you're up. That's good. That's one way. That's one way to look at it. That is one way to look at it. Well, hopefully the stocks are up here for these teams. I know Gravity's stock is up. They've been on a tear this season. A lot of hype for them. They are 3-0 coming into this one, and then Inferno they're 2-1. They're 2-1 coming into this matchup with some interesting look. It's a lot looking like the old Nebula from last season.
Yeah, definitely. Gravity stock certainly up. Somebody, I think there was like 40,000 points on them or something like
They're
that a second ago.
Yeah, they're right now there's 38,000 channel points, all from Liquid Skies on Gravity. Luis Bag is with 8K. You guys can get your predictions in right up until this series starts. So get your channel point predictions in. You can win some more channel points. But yeah, the stock is up there too.
Yeah, Inferno, similar to Nebula, like you were saying last season, and they had Shubik for the first game. Actually, played pretty well against the Grandmasters, and then they decided to drop him and pick up the mechanical guy, It's Arrow, and have since beat my team. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to play on that day because of the servers, but I mean, this is a heavyweight matchup right here. Honestly, I think this is what the Grand Finals matchup should have been if Pinnacle didn't squeak by in that Game 7 victory in last season's playoffs.
Squeak by, but they won Bagels. They won it all.
They squeaked by Gravity. That's all I'm
they
saying.
they did. Gravity is a really good team, and they're back. They looked good. They took down Pinnacle. Saturday Rocket League. I'm blanking on the score. I think was it game 5?
3-2. 3-2.
It was game 5. I knew it was close. I knew it was a close one. But yeah, Gravity, they took down Pinnacle, defending champions. Inferno still looking good on this one as well. Bagels, who you investing in tonight? Who you got in this one?
I was actually just gonna put points in right now.
You- you-
I'm going with Gravity. I think it's gonna be close. This is another competitive matchup. I foresee this being a semi-finals matchup in the playoffs this season, perhaps, or maybe even grand finals, depending on the bracket works out. But I mean, Gravity and Inferno are definitely in my top 4 for Titan right now at the moment.
Yeah, we'll have to see. You guys get your predictions in. Get those channel points in right now. They're looking good. We're gonna get these guys joined on up here. So I'm gonna end the submissions once we get this thing started. But yeah, at the moment, we have 58,000 on the line from everybody in this one. So a lot of channel points. 41K on Gravity, 16K on Inferno. So Gravity has the edge from the fans at the moment. So we'll have to see if they can pull it off here. As I think we're gonna get them joined up head into this one. But yeah, should be a good one. Look at the rosters here. While we get these guys joined up, we have Ween, Els, and Arrow. Obviously, Ween and Els returning from season 3. The Nebula who made it to the grand finals. And then looking over at Gravity, we have Dylan, Goff, and Yor. So definitely some solid competitors out in this one, Bagels.
Yeah, I mean, basically the Gravity roster is staying exactly the same, and Wiener and Els they changed teams but didn't necessarily change rosters, and then actually able to arguably pick up a better third in Arrow over Ventus. So, I mean, this could be a new team. I didn't get to play with them with Arrow on the other team, so I'm not exactly sure how the chemistry all works, but Els and Wiener are definitely a solid team in tournaments outside of Nemesis. And Gravity, they got that college connection with Dylan and Goff. As off the kickoff, what's gonna sneak in? And there's Goof putting it in.
Goof with the kickoff goal here. Not really sure. Ween just a bad kickoff, and Goof just takes it in, otherwise known as Golf. And that is one way to start it off there, Bagels.
Yeah, definitely. Just a slight misflip right there. Luckily, they had a better one there to finish off the second one. But yeah, I mean, both these teams have a dynamic duo between Dylan and Goff, and Wiener and Els is now another opportunity. Yor straight off the cross far, but I think we're definitely gonna have to see more than game one to figure out how these two teams are gonna play.
There definitely will. As we saw Arrow, who, like you said, just recently got added. He's looking for Ween. Ween was pre-jumping the pass from Arrow, so might be some early trust coming out in this one as L's now. Gonna send this one out. We're gonna take a follow. It's into the gravity zone. Pass right across, but nobody there. Goof just gonna send it down. Arrow to the ceiling. We know he has some mechanics. Looking to follow with this one. Looking for another touch. Oh my goodness, almost puts it in. Dylan with the save. Golf with another one. But there you see the mechanics coming out from Arrow and putting it, threatening his Ween is just throwing it towards his own net for whatever reason. But so far able to hold on.
Yeah, Wiener almost doubling into his own goal, but kind of a desperation touch as he was in a 1v3, so he had to pull out any touch he could. But ever since then, that counterattack, that missed opportunity from Arrow, Inferno has been on the back foot, but finally able to break out now. But early pressure as Gravity's looking to start it off strong here for this game one.
I think something to note about this Gravity team that we saw on Saturday night is they can get shots. They can just pound the back of the net. Already 4 in this one, barely a minute and a half in. When they get their shots going, they can be dangerous to stop here as Goff going to send this one down towards the back while Wiener way up high there. Awkward ball as this one coming out the middle. Goff just going to take the shot. He's going to put it on and put it home. And that is a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great clear coming out from Gravity, but honestly, Wien should have made a better clear attempt to try and shovel that into one of the two corners, and he just ended up dishing it straight back out in front of the orange box. And Gravity would happily take the shot right there as Goff getting another one.
And now Arrow trying to start some offense back on this one. Able to get a clear up high. Goff just harassing Els in the air. But L's still going to make a nice touch. And now Arrow over the top of one. Ween going for the fake. Gets it by Goff. Can he put it by Yor? Almost. Yor just patient enough to get that touch as he tries to get it out in the midfield. But L's, he's there on the catch. Goff trying to take it low. L's with the 50. This one popped up high towards net. Yor, awkward position. Dylan going to have to bail him out. And a couple of shots. And Bagels, there's another one where a shot towards the net, and it seems like Inferno kind of has these soft touches as Yor. What a great save. They're able to put it away. And again, I was about to say is Inferno seems to be getting these shots, but they're just towards the net, but not really threatening enough to go in.
Yeah, definitely the chemistry not there as all three Inferno players stuck in the net as another poor clear straight off the backboard, and net open again. Yor with the banger, and they're going to get punished again on these counterattacks and poor clears.
Yeah, it looks like Ween. Oh, he gets a little clip there, and as the bump comes through, and nothing he can really do there as he was the last man back, and that was just a good bump, able to set it up, and it's 3-0 now.
Yeah, I mean, and Inferno, they're battling Gravity with these shots. It's only a deficit of 1, 7-6, but the quality of shots isn't there in Gravity. They're coming up big with these saves, and I mean, after only playing the Gravity roster once last season, being in the opposite conference, I'm not even sure. I can't even pinpoint what makes this roster so great. It's just, they're just so solid. The mechanics aren't spectacular. It's just the positioning and the quality of their shots and touches, and they're looking super good right now. And Inferno, they got a little time left to work with, but this one might be wraps.
Yeah, only a minute 30. We'll have to see what they can do, but I want to go back on your point there. I think what makes these guys so solid has got to be their chemistry, and kind of like you said, they're so solid. These guys have played with each other for a long time. It's a shot coming in from Els off the pass, and speaking of chemistry, Ween and Els, that's a duo we see.
Yeah, good pass up. Goff sitting all the way back. He has 100 boost, but just the speed of the shot too good, and top shelf as well. And good counterattack coming out from Inferno. Could be a start with just a minute and change left.
Maybe the caster's curse coming out a little bit there as first goal going in. Now there's a chance here for Inferno. We'll have to see if they can put something back as Arrow gonna get it by 2 defenders, looking to stay with it off the corner, looking for Deween to the middle for Els, but Dylan's gonna beat him out, and Arrow not gonna get back the counterattack from Dylan. He sends it home, and a 4-1 lead now.
Yeah, I honestly thought Inferno might be able to pull that off. They were so clustered together, and they got 2 consecutive touches past the 2 Gravity players, and Els it was just one speedy 50 after the other, and Els just couldn't make it in time for the third challenge, and as the open net for Gravity again.
And now Inferno really going to try to find something here. The last 50 seconds of game one. Otherwise, Gravity is going to be heading up with a 1-0 lead as Dylan can't make that touch. Inferno just diving on this one, trying to desperately get anything. But Goff just going to clear it around one. Els looking to send it back. Yor beat by Arrow, who's looking for the read off the corner. Can't find this one. As Dylan taking his time, going to get it up high. And only 30 seconds remaining. And not really much Inferno can do here except hope to get at least one. This one's sent down towards the net. Off the sidewall, though. Not going to go in final 15 seconds. And yeah, Bagels, like you said, this one pretty much under wraps here in the final 10 seconds. And they'll have to be, Inferno's going to have to look for game number 2.
Yeah, definitely. But still, the shot margin's actually tied. It's just, I think Inferno's defense just wasn't up to snuff here for game 1. A few poor clears, one from Arrow, one from Wiener, and that kind of just led to those easy counterattacks. And by the time the poor clear came out, the defense was in shambles. I mean, I think Els actually put his controller down because he was like, "Where is everybody?" at one point. And Goff starting it off with that kickoff goal, just too hard to mount that comeback, I guess.
Yeah, a tough one there for Inferno, but you know, like you said, I think if there's one thing to hang their heads on here for Inferno is that they were able to get the shots up, and you know, when you can keep pace with Gravity with the shots, usually that's a good sign for you in this one. But yeah, Bagels, how do you think they're going to be able to get better quality shots? That was kind of what they were lacking. They had the shot quantity, but they need the quality. How do you think you'd go about doing that?
I think just their transitions out of defense. We saw that one good pass play coming between Els and Wiener, putting it straight top shelf, dead center of the net. And I think that was just one of those periods in the game where they had solid defense. And when you have solid defense, you're able to transition out of defense a little bit more efficiently. And most of the time when they were getting on the defense, it was a one-man push because everybody was looking for boost, and they just got to work on these transitions together as a team. And if they clean up those clears, that's a good way to start right there.
Definitely, we'll have to see. They did struggle quite a bit. I know you talked about the mistake earlier from Ween, kind of cost some bad clear from Arrow. So if they can get some clears here, maybe transition on a Gravity. That's where Gravity can be weak, from what I've seen, is on those counterattacks. So we'll have to see if Inferno can take advantage as Els. Blocked in the middle by Yor. And Dylan now going to send this one down, trying to make something happen there, but he's going to get demoed off the map as Goff popping this one up high. Ween off the backboard, awkward, but he's going to get a good touch, a good clear. And Arrow with the redirect towards the open net, and he's going to put it in. Nice read. And Inferno starting out with the first goal.
And that's what I was just talking about. We got to get these transitions out for Inferno, and that's a very similar goal to how they scored in Game 1. If they can just get those clears to each other and honestly just beat the final defender for Gravity, that's what they got to do on these counterattacks.
And a great counterattack there. And we'll have to see if they have a couple more of those. And now what they can do with the lead is another shot towards net. It's going to be dangerous, and it's going to be in. Ween just going to send it home, and Gravity just seem to be a little bit overcommitted on both these goals.
Yeah, a little misjudgment there from Goff, pushing up too far. And I'm not exactly sure what he was thinking. Wiener had the ball only to himself, and Goff pushing up a little bit too far, and he didn't really have a lot of boost, so I'm not sure what he was going to be jumping for. But a lapse in judgment is going to cost them another goal, and now Inferno sitting at an early lead of 2-0. Although they could get a counterattack here, Wiener able to get back in time.
And now 2-0 Inferno. Already doubling their goals from last game here. As Els sending it down, looking for another one. But Yor to the corner. Dylan going to clear it out. Ween looking for a shot, but this one's blocked the midfield. Dylan trying to get to it, but that one just going towards the net. Goff has to race back barely in time. As now he's on the dribble, looking to get it by Arrow. Going to find the 50. Yor looking for Goff maybe, but Ween's just going to get a nice clear out in the midfield. As Dylan high off the backboard, Els, he's patrolling up there, but he can't find the touch. Is this one out in the midfield? Arrow going to get it, but it's right to Dylan, who's going to take the shot and then put it in. Nice shot from him, and it's a 1-goal game.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, you actually said it was a good clear, but I'm arguing that it wasn't the greatest one because it just went high off the ceiling, and that allowed Goff to just keep the pressure, or Dylan, excuse me, to bang that one off the ceiling. And one after the other, the Inferno players went to the backboard, but the real play was on the ground, and they just couldn't get there in time.
Yeah. I would have to agree with you after seeing what happened in the next couple seconds there. Ween still struggling a little bit with those clears, and he was one of those clears though. The first goal they got did result in a goal, but it seemed like a couple times Bagels when he doesn't get a good clear, it seems like it's resulting in a counterattack goal.
I mean, when you have two teams this solid, one misplay is the difference here. As there's one there coming out from Ween again, just missing the ball, and this is going to allow Gravity to get back on offense.
No.
And LZ finds the touch, but he's not a good enough one. And once again, the common denominator is Wiener can't find the touch in the midfield, and Arrow couldn't find one either. And L's trying to make the desperation save.
He actually got credit. He got credit for that save, but instead just slowed it right on net there. And now Gravity just coming right back in this one. 2 quick goals. And they're looking to regain their lead as Ween trying to pass it up, but not going to go this time. Arrow to the corner. Looking for some offense here. Looking for a shot, but a little bit too wide. Is Dylan trying to get in the way of Ween. Yor to Goff to Dylan. Going to set this one up high off the ceiling towards the net, but Arrow going to make a nice touch. Is this one off to the corner. Yor into the midfield. Out. A nice pass up to Arrow. Can't connect this time. As Els and Arrow going to let Dylan just play that one into their half. Dylan trying to get it down, but can't. This one going up high. Goff, dunked by Arrow. Inferno has an opportunity here. Gravity kind of scrambling here. Yor has to get the touch, and Els is going to wipe off 2 defenders into one. That was a nice double demo, but good on Goff there to get some pressure back, and it's going to stay all tied up.
Yeah, somehow Gravity able to escape that opportunity, but once again, Inferno looking to be a little bit disorganized as it's coming back to that defense. If they can't get the solid touch on defense they're looking for, their offense is faltering because of it, and they're just not in the right spots. Although, to be fair, both teams struggling in the shot department for this game too. 4 for Gravity and 3 for Inferno.
Yeah, they were really racking them up last game, and still a minute 30 to do so here in game number 2. We'll have to see as Goff gonna send this one down. Els to the corner. As he's gonna try to stay with it. Dylan just harassing though. As Yor can't make the touch, leaving Goff all by himself. Ween trying to get to it. You're gonna get it by 1, gonna get it by 2, and he's gonna put it in. Ween again beating the last 2 defenders.
That was actually a pretty solid dribble. The fake coming out from Wiener, I think they thought he had boost, and once again, Goff positioning himself too far up front in front of that Gravity box right there. And that's costed him 2 goals in this game, so he's going to be kicking himself, but nonetheless a good dribble and realization from Wiener on the spacing.
Yeah, the couple, again, it's the overcommits, like you said there. They're really coming back to punish Gravity in this game too, as Inferno looking to tie this one up, but might have an opportunity here. Yor, he's by 1, gonna flick it by 2, looking for a teammate, but can't. And Dylan with the angle to Yor, who's gonna tie it right back up. Just clinical from Gravity.
Yeah, just the speed coming out, beating everybody else, kind of with the panic jump, maybe thinking it was going to be put on net initially, and just completely in shambles was the defense for Inferno. And a little bit of a lucky bounce off that sidewall that it didn't bounce straight up above the crossbar. It went straight out to Dylan to put that one away. And now we're sitting at 3-3 in a battle that could be headed to overtime.
Yeah, only 30 seconds remaining. Next goal might just end up winning this one is Dylan. He's trying to get one through. Els trying to be patient. Arrow and Els right in the same spot as this one off the backboard. Dangerous ball out of the midfield, but Els, he's going to find the touch and the boost. As now he's got an opportunity, but an awkward ball. Going to force him to the corner, trying to get it around the defense, but Yor, he's there. This one out of the midfield. Goff going to send it down. Final 10 seconds now. Ween trying to look out for Arrow, but out really far away from him. As now Ween to the midfield. Dangerous ball here as Dylan. The net is wide open. Can he capitalize though? Gonna look to pop it up. Kills it right in front of the net. And it's gonna go to the ground. That was almost way too close for Inferno.
That was such a risky series of events for Inferno. I mean, they tried 2 risky pass plays in a row in the final seconds, but it almost works out from an overtime. But that was just so risky to do in the final seconds. They're so lucky they didn't get scored on.
Yeah, Els was super, super up in the middle of the field as the net's open. Goff can't hit it. Another huge mistake. A wide open net. Again, Goff might even be kicking himself a couple more times, Bagels.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I mean, the 2 factors for this game, too, have been Wiener's offense and the poor clears coming out from Inferno, and unfortunately, Goff on defense. And unfortunately for him, again, on offense right there, he had opportunity to remedy all his mistakes. But now it's going to have to come down to another play.
Who's going to be able to make it? That's what we have to find out. And there might be a little bit of pressure on Goff. I know he's typing in the chat about saying Skies don't put all the pressure on me. Liquid Skies bet 38,000 channel points on Gravity. So I think as that one could be saved away, Goff may be feeling a little bit of the pressure. As Arrow just got a wide open net. He's it in bottom right, and Inferno is going to take this one in OT.
Yeah, that was a great save coming out from Els, avoiding the Gravity player charging in at him. Scraping by to send that one out, and then again the transitions for Inferno proving to be productive right there. And again, a little bit of an overcommit. The story at the moment is Gravity's overcommitting on offense, and if Inferno can get these transitions off.
Yeah, Inferno able to take this one and tie it up, and now all knotted up at 1 in this series. Good performances, despite everything that we said, Bagels, and Wien was still able to lead the way for Inferno, grabbing the MVP, 2 goals, 2 assists, adding a save on as well. So he didn't actually perform too bad for the couple of mistakes that were made. But I feel like, kind of like you said, once it gets a Titan league, a lot of these little mistakes, especially with 2 really solid teams, they get pretty magnified in this one.
Yeah, I mean, very rarely do you see a blatant mistake, although we did see 1 or 2 there from Goff, which were just kind of mind-boggling to see from him. But the micro mistakes at this level is what gets you the goals, and 1 bad 50, 1 bad positioning as Arrow's going to take it all the way.
It's Arrow going out in the air. He's known to be a mechanical player. He's going to put it by the last defender. A nice one there, able to send it home, and Inferno coming right back, just like they did in Game 2 with the first goal.
Yeah, I think there's been a kickoff goal in every game to start it off, and now here's another opportunity for Gravity on the other side, and just 2 kickoff goals to start Game 3.
Yeah, a little bit of a weird couple bumps right there as the net's just wide open. Dylan with a great pass from Goff, able to send it home. Yeah, the kickoff goals, I think you're exactly right. 3 games, 3 kickoff goals. I guess add a 4th one there. All tied at 1. So these guys are getting their kickoffs going. It might be another one here as Wien is trying to put it in, but he can't. Arrow can't connect. That one almost going to go in. That would have been something to see another kickoff goal here. We're only 20 seconds in, and these teams are coming at this one. As Arrow, he's dangerous in front of the net, but L's going to bail him out.
Yeah, and honestly, that could have very well been another goal for Inferno. Arrow kind of trying to pounce on that ball a little bit too early. But I think we have some sort of nature of play going on right now that's going to keep this balanced for a second, as both teams kind of settling in to actually play Game 3 instead of deciding to only go for kickoff goals.
Yeah, they're starting to get into it a little bit here as we approach the 1 minute mark of this game. This ball across Dylan, looking to set something up. Yor a little bit too far away as L's going to get the catch. Yor off the backboard now. Going to send it down. L's with a touch. He's got 1 defender to beat. If he can set it towards the net, it's up and across, but nobody there on that one. Might have been a little bit too dangerous. As Goff to Dylan, trying to find the touch, but not a great one as Wien can actually bait out his teammate there. But somehow it's going to work out as they've got a 2-on-1, but Dylan just a little bit quicker this time. It's now Goff taking it up, trying to get it towards the backboard, can't find the flip. Yor into the corner looking for a teammate. Els, he's on it, gonna get it by 1, all by himself though. Not much to do there as that one blocked across. But yeah, Bengals, they've definitely settled down quite a bit after the first two kickoff goals. It seemed like we were heading into another game one, but maybe we're heading into another game two in terms of the score and the pressure wise.
Yeah, I mean, this is a scrappy game 3 at the moment. There's a lot of desperation 50s and challenges coming out. Another one there, as both teams are trying to vie for possession at the moment, and nobody's been able to put a shot on in the last minute and a half. It's just been all a midfield game. As opportunity could be here, but Wiener dodging the bump and sending it away. But it's been a scrappy game 3. I mean, there's a shot registered there, but not threatening at all.
Yeah, and as we approach halfway, who's going to step up and get a good quality one here as Ween into the midfield? Looking for one here off the backboard, dangerous. But you're going to get it out, and the net's wide open. He's just got to tap this one in, and Ween can't get back to it. Yours sends it home, and Gravity takes the lead.
Yeah, I mean, not quite sure where Els was going. I mean, another one of those desperation challenges that honestly didn't need to be made. I'm not sure if he thought somebody was back or maybe thought he could somehow beat the Gravity player to that challenge, but either way, left the net to be open, and there was no way Wiener could get back in time right there.
And now Gravity able to take the lead after that. And another banger here. Ween just able to get to that touch. A little bit dangerous, but he's had the defense there as Arrow going to send it down. Ween trying to get the drop. Oh my goodness, almost hit the angle. Ween put it close, but not going to go. And now Inferno still looking back for it. Els to Ween. Can he put this one in? No, can't connect this time. As Els is just harassing. Trying to get some offense here. This one dangerous here. Arrow almost putting it in. Ween coming back. Els now trying to force it in. And Inferno is ramping it up here. Bengals trying desperately to tie this game up.
This is what we saw when they were on Nebula in the grand finals. They tried for all these small ball passing plays right in front of the net. And once again, Gravity just barely holding on. But we have to go back to that infield pass to Els and Wiener. It was honestly should have been a goal. Another save coming out. Wiener, I don't know if he didn't have what the situation was, but that needed to be a goal to tie up this very important and pivotal game 3.
Yeah, this is a very crucial game. Winner will go to match point here in this series. Is Els. He's trying to make something happen, but they still can. As Inferno is just got all the pressure right now. They're just racking up shot after shot. As Gravity is panicking, but Inferno is also panicking. Els is running over his teammate here as this one's sent towards the net. Dangerous Wiener almost putting it into his own net as finally Gravity got it clear, but Inferno is right back at it off the backboard now. Look, Goff just desperately jumping, able to make the clear, and now he's on the counter attack. Gravity looking for one more. Give himself some security here in this one, but not going to go this time. And now, final 30 seconds of game number 3. Gravity holding on to the lead, and oh my goodness, the pass play, Goff to and the angle. Gravity taking the 2-goal lead.
Yeah, the first half of this game was scrappy midfield play, and the last half has just been quick counterattacks and passing plays to try and come out. Inferno unsuccessful, but Gravity able to find a counterattack goal of their own. But that one play where all 3 Inferno players were clustered right in front of the Gravity box, somebody just needed to make a decision because all the defenders were on the back foot and flat-footed. If they just put a banger on, once again, another missed opportunity from Inferno, and now they're going to find themselves down a game in the series 2-1.
Yeah, and they're going to be on a match point, about to lose the series unless they can recover. And I think you're exactly right there. That was a huge opportunity as these guys just keeping this ball up, looking for one more. Why not? Why not just throw the last one in there? Give himself the hat trick, stat pad a little bit as he sends this one in. But yeah, I think you're exactly right. That one play, it looked like 2 Gravity defenders. They're just rotating towards their net completely backwards. And then Inferno, that's just going to come back to haunt you there when you just all 3 players just run into each other and no one could take a shot when it could have easily been a goal and would have changed the series, because that was before that 3rd goal from Gravity and would have changed the whole complexity of this game.
And again, the shooting percentage, going back to that game 1 form for Inferno, they're only sitting at 1 for 9 in this game 3, and not even that many saves coming out from Gravity. Gravity only coming up with 3 saves, so just a lot of shots that were missing their mark, and maybe even some shots that weren't registered. and some opportunities that went awry. And I mean, definitely not an ideal situation to have all three players in the midfield, but I honestly think the infield pass to Ween should have been scored.
Yeah, definitely should have there. They had Inferno really had their opportunities, and they just could not capitalize, and that's why they find themselves down 2-1 in this series. And they're gonna have to look for some more opportunities here as we head into game number 4. Gravity one win away from improving to 4-0 on this young season 4. That's Arrow trying to get something going there, but not gonna happen. As this one's sent back. And I'm already noticing. I think I heard it from Els with the different car there.
Yep.
He's switched over from the Fennec to the Octane now. And I was gonna say that seemed a little bit strange, seeing Els in the Fennec. At least to start for me, I feel like I've seen him a lot more in the Octane than I have in the Fennec.
Yeah, I was playing with him a little bit yesterday, and I was a bit questionable as to what he was doing in the Fennec. I mean, he played in the playoff match for RLPC and beat Bub good enough. Goff with a great save, but he's using a strange boost. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's some sort of Halloween one, so maybe a little bit of a meme car for Els, but I actually want to bring it to the other side with Gravity here. We talk about Dylan and Goff, but really Yor has been the shooter for this team, although he can't find the touch there.
Oh!
As Arrow just, somehow this one's almost going in, but Dylan coming up with a big save, but yeah, Yor finding a championship win actually with Bubbly and RSC, and he's just a solid shooter himself and no slouch on this Gravity team either.
And that one almost went in the net. I do not know how that ball was saved away, but yeah, I think that's something to know. We talked about Dylan and Goff, but you're a very, very solid player, obviously. In this one, he stepped up in the last game as well, and now he's looking to help carry his team in this one to a victory. Just need one more game here as Inferno. They've had quite a few shots early on, but Gravity looking for a counterattack. Els getting up to this one, finding the block. Goff one-on-one with Ween. Ween, he's just looking for him. He's going to wipe him off the map. Oh my goodness, Ween just taking him out. Yeah, able to put that one right on there. And 1-0 now for Inferno. A great start as they're looking to force game 5 here. On that one, Dylan, dangerous again on the kickoff. Another demo comes out. Arrow, can he find it? He's looking for it towards the net. Arrow is just gonna put it in. Inferno is coming back strong in this one.
My computer has stopped molding, and just in time for Arrow to get another good double attempt. He couldn't quite find the one a minute ago, but able to secure that one. And now Inferno in the driver's seat for this game 4.
Inferno with back-to-back goals, really in rapid succession too. As they're looking for another one, a huge miss comes out. Arrow, he wasn't ready for that one either. As now, just about halfway in this game, might be looking for game 5 alert here. As Els gonna flick it by one, just got Goff to beat. Goff to the corner, Els patiently waiting, gonna find the touch, setting it up high for his teammate. But Goff with a great clear out to Dylan and Yor, who combined on that one towards the net. Ween barely able to get to it as Goff turn around to keep the pressure. Yor is up, but so is Ween, able to clear that one away. And still 2-0 in favor of Inferno. Looking for another one there, but Dylan gonna get the clear away. Els, he dives quick, but that could be deadly here as Ween, he's trying to rush back, but he can't get to it. And Els overcommitted, makes them pay there. Dylan sends it home.
Yeah, and actually, that was another desperation challenge coming out from Els as third man, and they've gotten scored on twice now like that in this series, but part of the blame is going to go on Arrow as well for rushing that infield pass. He should have recognized that wasn't a quality scoring opportunity, as Els may have thought he should have been forced to take that challenge sitting in that 1v3.
Yeah, I was just about to correct myself there. Yeah, Els, he kind of had to dive in on that one. He was the last man back, and it was going to be very, very dangerous for him. But Gravity's able to get a goal here, and Inferno holding on for now. But what can they do in the final minute 36 to hold on? Els on the dribble, gonna bait out Arrow here. again, a couple times now, Bagels. We've seen that a little bit of the lack of chemistry, obviously early in the season, but there's been a couple awkward plays like that where the passing plays just don't quite work out and ends up sending a teammate flying.
Yeah, Arrow's definitely more of a solo player, not much of a team-oriented play style, so a little bit hard to work him into the rotation, whereas both Ween and Els are very solid in their rotation and play style. They don't necessarily have the greatest mechanics, but they're always in the right spot at the right time and are known to pull off a few good plays every now and then, but they mainly focus on those small ball passing plays and the correct positioning, and Arrow sometimes can throw that one off, as here he is again rushing into the third, and Els has to find a desperation 50, as that was almost another open net goal right there.
And final 30 seconds, Inferno just has to hold on here in this one as L's going to find a clear. But Gravity been oh so dangerous all season long so far. They're looking to tie this one up as Arrow's in the air with the flip reset. Not much to go with that one is Dylan. Just going to take possession, flicking it by L's. Ween, last man back. Dylan, he erases him off the map, and Goff is just going to let it go in. Dylan ties it up.
Goff giving the stats that truly belong to Dylan. Good flick and good bump, and nothing Wiener can do. And again, now Gravity was the one who was at fault for these overcommits early in the series, but now Inferno, Game 3, Game 4, they're just pushing a little bit too hard on this offense, and their third man, even their second man, is just aggressively pushing up too far when there wasn't really an opportunity to start in the final 20 seconds there.
Oh, that one almost hit into the net, and Gravity has one more opportunity, but Arrow gonna send it down. You're trying to set it. That was almost dangerous, but we're gonna head to overtime here in game number 4. Bagels. Inferno, after blowing the 2-goal lead, they've got to be feeling the pressure right now.
Yeah, I mean, I had my money on Gravity to start this whole series, but certainly would love to see this one go to a Game 5, and plenty capable from Inferno. It's got to get one more play to come out, as the Gravity defense has been a little bit suspect here. Although another big whiff from the second man from Inferno, and the net is completely open.
Oh, no way!
They just didn't want to score. I'm not sure what that was. They thought they had more time. As L's on the fake, but again, these overcommits from Inferno, and I don't even know where the third man was.
I have no idea. I was as surprised as you were. The net was wide open, and Gravity, maybe even more surprised than the net being wide open, they just didn't hit it in. I'm just, my mind is blown right now, Bagels.
I don't know, but either way, similar to the Game 2 overtime, another opportunity that went awry for Gravity is going to allow Inferno to get back in this game. And we'll have to see if Inferno can win the overtime just like they did in Game 2. But another missed opportunity, and finally, Dylan will put in the shot.
Oh my, Inferno had so many opportunities here to somehow squeak this game away, and you're off the post to Dylan, and finally it goes in, but it definitely made it interesting there. Gravity did, able to take the series 3-1.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask Goff what was going on there for Gravity, because there was honestly a little bit of maldage on both sides there. Inferno's defense just completely uncoordinated, and Gravity missing quite a few shot opportunities, and just I'm not even sure what was going on really in the final seconds there, but able to scrape by another goal there, and they will move on to be 4-0 here in Titan League.
Yeah, and again, I mean, another huge performance. Dylan, he was the player of the week from week 1, and he stepped up huge there. I think 800 score in that last game. Really just popped off in that one. A great performance from him and Gravity. I mean, again, they're looking so dangerous right now, Bagels, and take down Inferno like that. I mean, Inferno, they kept it close. They had their opportunities to force a Game 5, but at the moment, Gravity, they're just looking like the head of the field right now.
Yeah, I honestly think the front runners are Gravity and Pinnacle at the moment, with maybe Inferno and
Grandmasters,
and maybe even Dragons, Grandmasters, somewhere in that 3, 4, 5 spot. But at the moment, I see Gravity and Pinnacle being number 1 and 2. And honestly, like I said, I think the grand finals should have been Gravity instead of Pinnacle, but both teams super solid.
Yeah, definitely Gravity looking good here. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to keep our eyes open. I know the Grandmasters have still been doing good, and they actually just took another win today, 3-2 win over Dissolution. So I believe I believe they're 4-0 as well. So we're going to keep our eyes up on those two teams, both in the Western Conference. They're going to have to play each other again. But Gravity taking home the victory, moving to 4-0 on the season. Congratulations to them. But we are going to move on to our next matchup. Quick before we head to break, huge shout out to Fishy RL for the 8-month sub. Gave the Nemesis a big brain emoji. Much love to Fishy there for that one. Gravity taking home the victory. We're going to be back in just a couple minutes with our second matchup of the night. This time, we are heading over to the Rival League, where our rival is taking on Gravelords in an Eastern Conference showdown. We're going to have to see who's going to be able to take home the victory. That one is coming up in just a couple minutes, so stay tuned, stick around, get those predictions in for the next series, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Welcome back, everybody, to our second game of the night, where we're going to be heading over to the Rival League. After we just saw a good performance in the Titan League between Gravity and Inferno, we got Arrival and Gravelords here, and I'm joined by Magma.
What's going on?
Just saw a really good game for the first set of tonight between Inferno and, I just said it, Gravity. So Gravity looking real hot, and I actually haven't seen my team play here, Gravelords, yet. I know they're sitting at 3-1 or 2-1 at the moment, and they're looking pretty good. So I'm interested to actually see how they play going up against Rockerman's Arrival here.
Yeah, I definitely think it should be a good matchup. We have some familiar faces from last season's Rival League, and even some familiar faces from other leagues, in fact. We have Case, we have Kaio, Steel Iron. We have definitely quite the lineup in this match.
Yeah, this is news to me. I think Case is subbing up apparently. So that was a little unexpected. I'm not quite sure where I believe Zap is, but either way, Case a pretty solid player. So we'll have to see how they can compete against Arrival here. But either way, should be a pretty good matchup as we're waiting for the Arrival boys to get on in here.
I think for sure both of these lineups are just very strong lineups, and I think out of all the leagues, definitely Rival League is one of the most competitive there are in the entire Nemesis League, and really there's no matches that it's going to go one way or the other.
Yeah, Rival League, actually all the leagues post Season 2, so including Season 3 and this one, have been rather competitive. Quality of the matches has definitely gone up since the MMRs have shifted a little bit, as there may have been a player who joined a little bit too quickly, but we're getting it worked out now as all the players are gonna finally get in.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely the competitiveness for Nemesis at an all-time high here, and Rival League last season was pretty close. Whether it will be this season is to be determined, as we're only sitting 3 games in, but we'll have to see. So we got Steel Iron starting it off from the corner, off the backboard, and there's Kyle rushing in, forcing the double commit, as nobody on Gravelords here wanting to push. Maybe Steel waiting for Case to come in, make the challenges. Here's Case now putting the shot on. All 3 players for Arrival just kind of stuck in front of the net, but still able to get the ball away from danger. As here comes Case again, charging in, sending it far and off to the corner. And I know, Magma, you were in Rival League last season, so we got Kaio and Steel Iron and Will now. I mean, you got any good things to say about these boys?
I can say that Kaio, I remember playing against him last season. I was on a team that was really projected to go either really far or win it all, and we lost a few games in the regular season. One of the biggest ones was to Kaio. He caught us off guard. He is really one of those players that can take over a game and really just solo-handedly carry an entire series for his team.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely proven to be capable in Season 3 and so far on the Gravelords roster this season. And their only loss coming to the in a Game 5 loss is a good opportunity for Steel Iron, as Houdini will send that one away. But between Kaio and Steel Iron, they're going to be seasoned Rival players at this point, and going to try and bring Gravelords back to a repeat championship after losing all the players on their rosters. There's Kaio there, putting one on, but again saved away from Houdini. And at the moment, Arrival's defense is holding on here.
Yeah, we're not seeing really many. We just saw our first few actually dangerous shots and offensive opportunities, but for the most part, it's just been very back and forth. The teams feeling each other out. I definitely can imagine this series speeding up as it continues. Alright, it seems like Bagels is having some connection issues, so take over play-by-play from here, I guess. We have Kaio shadowing Will. Case is going to take it up the backboard. Will's going to barely get beat out by Case. Can't find Steel Iron to the side. Houdini barely gets a touch. Kaio sending off the backboard. Case with the shot opportunity, but Will's going to hit it away to the corner. Merely pass one. Case is going to interrupt that. Kaio hits in the air, but Will's going to take it away from him. Has it in the corner. He's going to try to put it mid, but Case is not going to let that happen. Kaio has a bit of an air dribble. Steel Iron hitting off the backboard. Case off the sidewall. Will going off the backboard, barely gets a touch.
I believe I am back.
Welcome back.
My computer is hardballing. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Still sitting at 0-0. Arrival only at one shot. Gravelords are putting all this pressure on, but they just can't seem to get it by. The Arrival defense can't find the accuracy to put their shots on. And they're going to have to try and clean this up. Otherwise, Arrival could get one easy counterattack and win this game 1 as the time's ticking down here.
Yeah, it really feels like both teams are not playing very close to the ball. What was that? I mean, that was something else. We see Houdini just fake Case, I think, and just shoots in the open net.
Yeah, and I just said it just had to be one counterattack. And that's all it took for Arrival is Gravelords, they just can't find their shots, although opportunity off the kickoff. But once again, Case not charging in quick enough. So here's Kaio sending the shot, good 50. Steel back to the middle, Steel putting the shot on, it's right at Will, but he can't get up in time, and they're going to tie it back up.
Yeah, that was just really good speed from Steel Iron. He realized Will went just way too far in the net and was also in a very uncomfortable place just in his general location of the goal. There was no back post, so he really had the entire net to shoot on.
Yeah, a little bit of, again, the accuracy, not the greatest, but the power from that ground pinch was there. But the shooting accuracy is going to be a problem heading into this overtime unless some team can find a 0-second goal here. As Case keeping the ball dangerous in front of the Arrival net, but merely getting the 50 to send it away to the side. We have overtime to start this one off, and Gravelords, they're sitting at 11 shots right now. They're 1 for 11.
Wow. I mean, as you would say in hockey, they're just getting outplayed right now, but really, it doesn't feel like the Arrival team is really doing that much worse than the Gravelords. I feel like a lot of the Gravelords shots are just like meaningless shots on well-defended nets.
Yeah, and Arrival's defense has been able to stand tall against the ones that are more high quality. Although Steel Iron, opportunity here of trying to find the double. Couldn't quite get the touch back to the middle. As now Case is going to be sitting in a 1v3. But Will not able to pounce on the opportunity quick enough. As Steel with a bit of a subtar touch in the middle. But again, the ball getting stuck in this corner here on the Gravelord side. And Arrival isn't able to put anything meaningful onto net. Steel looking for the double, not quite finding it. And Magma, are you there?
Yeah, I am. Sorry. My mic is also having issues.
It's a Mald Fest. That's exactly what's happening right in front of the net. But once again, Steel able to recover. Looking for the pass down to Kaio. Pass there, but shot straight roller right over to Houdini. And again, they're pounding the shots on. There's one that's finally going to go in. From Case, they finally hit their mark. And that's all they got to do. They ended the game with 14 shots.
Yeah, I felt like, really, it could have been any of these shots. Just, there's so many shots that the Gravelords were just pounding away on Arrival, but most of the shots meant nothing, and Case is finally able to find that one golden goal, slots in the top where no one can save it, and just really good shot overall from Case.
Yeah, absolute Bagner coming out. And I think Gravelords are going to be counting their lucky stars. They're going to have to fix this accuracy going into game 2 here. But on the opposite side, Arrival's got to find a way to get themselves on offense more. I mean, they're 10 shots behind the Gravelords here for game 1 and just not able to find these transitions off of defense. They're coming up with the saves, but not able to put anything meaningful onto offense themselves other than that one great fake coming out from Houdini.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of midfield control coming out from the Gravelords, and I think Arrival needs to start off with just taking control of the midfield boost pads, both the ones on the sides and the small ones, and just overall control the entire midfield. Walk the Gravelords into their half and really just choke them out of boost, get some boost steals on even the Gravelord side, and eventually force a mistake and just get more shots on net in general.
Yeah, and bringing it over to Case here for a second, the challenger sub up for this matchup kind of looked like he was struggling a little bit early on in the match, getting faked out and a little bit of miscommunication coming out from Kaio and Steel with him, but able to come up big for that game 1 win right there to seal it in overtime. As here he is now, taking to the sky, putting it off the backboard, and Kaio's going to follow it up, and again, he's going to have a standout performance to start this one off.
Yeah, Kaio reverses into that ball, pops up the Case. Case puts it off the backboard and down, and then Kaio just slots it into the open net. Overall, just a good awareness and coordination from the team.
Yeah, and a good kickoff. It's going to put Arrival on the back foot. Once again, shot on, but Kaio missing his mark again. A slow roller. As again, another poor clear, and they're just pounding the shots in, but again, the accuracy is just not there. They could easily be sitting at 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, really, I think they just need to take their time on these shots and just focus on accuracy over just slamming as hard as they can. But again, we see Case. He's been doing some training packs recently because he's slotting these in all the top corners of the net.
Yeah, definitely a great shot coming out from Case, but the big play right there was the bump in the net, sending Houdini flying into the middle of the field to wipe away that final defender for Arrival. And they will get the 2-0 lead they should have secured earlier in this opening minute. And again, off the kickoff, they're stuck on defense, looking for another bump there. As honestly, this whole Arrival defense is in disarray. So they're looking to get out here as now Kaio bumps Steel. Will looking for the clear. As Steel gets a soft touch over the middle. Case there setting another good one on net, but merely lofting it above his own net, and will get bailed out from his teammate. But again, Arrival, it seems like they've just been stuck in their half the whole game.
Yeah, it feels like Arrival's just playing in slow-mo opposed to Gravelords, who are just playing so much faster. It just seems like every time Arrival have a chance to take possession, they just aren't going as fast as they want to be or even should be at this level, while we're seeing Gravelords really take over the game and control the pace.
There's another counterattack coming out, and merely he can't get back in time, as Case is going to score another one. And a little bit of lapse in judgment again for the Arrival rotation. And they're honestly just in shambles, and it kind of comes to kickoffs. Every single kickoff has gone in Gravelord's favor. How will this one fare? So it actually goes straight up. But once again, Gravelord's the first to pounce on these balls. And Arrival, they're just the slower team at the moment, unfortunately.
I mean, look at that shot from Kaio. Right now, you could just tell that the entire Gravelord's offense is just extremely confident. They're having fun with this. They're starting to style a little bit. At this point, I don't see a comeback from Arrival unless they really change things up.
Yeah, I'd say they're going to be hard-pressed to try and find a comeback in this game, too. Definitely possible with 3 minutes left, but Momentum definitely heavy in the Gravelord's favor as another opportunity. The clear will come out to the corner. And I don't even know if Merely had any boost right there, but he basically would have had to pre-jump that shot coming out from Kaio. But a great play coming out from him, and he's sitting at 3 goals in this game too.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a really big performance from Kyle, and can't also look away from Case either. Both players are really stepping up, and like those two are. I'm afraid to see Case when he's actually in the rival league. He's only going to get better, and he's already taking control of an entire rival game. But speaking of taking control, look at Kyle. He's just unstoppable right now.
Yeah, and honestly, the shots coming out for Gravelords are quality. A lot of them are top left, top right, top shelf, anywhere they put them. But the common denominator here for Arrival is that their defense is they're just not there. Off the kickoff, another one almost going in. But the defense is just not there. In Arrival, they're just looking sluggish at the moment. I mean, morale definitely is probably hit for sure at this point, 5-0. But Arrival is one of the weaker teams in our rival league. They just found their first win, actually with Rockerman subbing up from Challenger as well. So the Arrival roster a little bit in shambles itself heading into this game. But they're going to have to look towards Game 3 at this point, as Case will find another one. The 6-0 dominating lead.
Yeah, and we're just seeing a really good performance from Gravelords. And at this point, I can't even imagine being a rival. They only have one shot opposed to a whopping 18 coming from the Gravelords. And we still have a minute and a half left.
Yeah, I mean, this, unfortunately, it is a mauled fest for Arrival at the moment. And the chemistry perhaps just not there on this Arrival squad. It seems like Houdini's been the best player on the roster at the moment, as there he is finding a clear in front of the net. But certainly at this point, they're looking at Game 3 to try and find some sort of comeback. And, I mean, I'm not even sure what they do, honestly, at this point. They're going to have to get their defense in order for sure, but Gravelords, they're looking hot, and you got any tips for the Arrival players as a 7th one's going to go in?
It just took all 3 of them to commit on offense to get a shot. Like, at this point, I think they just need to do whatever they can to get 1 goal. They already lost this game. If they... It's impossible to come back from this. If any team were to come back from this, that would be the greatest comeback in Rocket League history. So, if they want to be able to bring this series back and hope for a reverse sweep, I think they just have to start off with a goal, or even just having a couple shots in a row, just feel what it's like to be on offense. But until then, I think it's pretty much wraps for them.
Yeah, and Rockerman saying in chat that they did sweep Vortex with him subbing up from Challenger, so... And Gravelords with a Challenger sub up of their own with Case. And... I just don't know what to say at this point. I mean, they're just not playing well, unfortunately, as they're not even playing down to their opponent. They're just getting beat at the moment. And this may be a Nemesis record, but we got 22 shots on tap for the Gravelords right now.
And hey, we might see 1 or 2 more, but looks like the ball's in the midfield for almost longer than it's been all game. The last couple of seconds, so maybe a sign, like, if there is going to be any.
And
wow.
They were able to sweep Venganza, who's not really a slouch of a team either in the rival league. They got Chipmunk, they got Casper. I'm not sure who they had before, but they did drop them, trading again for the interesting trade of Bubs to get back on the roster. But able to take down a quality team in Vortex with Rockerman subbing up, so surely they should be having more of a performance here against Gravelords, excuse me, with a Challenger sub up of their own, and the performance is just not there right now.
Yeah, I think a lot of that has to be just a lack of communication or maybe a lack of synergy because I do know that they just picked up Houdini today, I believe, and maybe that's like a big factor is they don't know how to play with each other.
I mean, it definitely seems that way. The chemistry not there, and I mean, they may have just picked up Houdini, but I think he's the only one who's scored a goal for a rival in this series, and he's made a few good saves on defense, and they may have just picked him up, but he's looking to be the most productive on the roster so far. Merely one of the lower MMR rated players on a rival, technically sub MMR, but he has been a starter for the most part this season, along with Will, and chemistry just hasn't worked out between the roster, I guess. But Game 3 is a new game, and they could very well try and make a comeback in the series starting now.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing some defensive passes already to the corner. Still in shambles, but that net is open. If Mirror can score, and he does. I mean, hey, this is the first time we've seen them score the ball in a while, much less, I think this might be the first time they've taken the lead in the series.
Yeah, I think they did take the lead with the fake in Game 1 as well, but...
Oh, you are right.
The Gravelord's defense a little clustered there in the midfield, and then the Will just charging it in, getting that demo, and Case couldn't really see through the smoke, which allowed Merely to take it easily past him. But, I mean, either way, a good way to start the momentum here after that debilitating loss, as Merely with the pre-flip, almost sending that one on. Almost a good play coming out to secure a 2-0 lead. But either way, a good way to start is Houdini looking for more bumps in front of the Gravelord's net. Opportunity for Case with the slow pop, but easily getting dunked out. This is already, I don't know if there was a pep talk in between Game 2 Game 3, but this arrival rotation is already looking way more clean. As I say that, there is a scuffle in front of the net, and Will, I think, just own gold. Excuse me, Caster's Curse, I just complimented them.
Yeah, good 50 to take on Kaio's end, but Will, I think he thought someone was closer to the ball or was getting challenged, so he tried to hit it off the backboard and instead just put it in his net and own goaled it. Now we're tied.
Yeah, I think merely he was a little awkward on that back roll. I think he was expecting Houdini to take it from him, as he didn't really have much of a play, and the ball ultimately just getting sent straight back out to the middle, and Will, kind of trying to make a desperation save, ended up putting it in his own net. But still, hanging in this game, as Merely gets an unfortunate touch in the corner, but Will racing in to shut down the opportunity, but again, a lapse of judgment in the arrival rotation. It's going to allow an open net to come through.
Yeah, we saw Merely just turn around to go for boost and leaves his net entirely open. We also saw Houdini, instead of staying back post, he tries to cheat up to get the infield pass mid or receive the 50 if it went mid. So both players drove away from net, resulting in an open one.
Yeah, I was going to comment on that. Originally, it does look like the fault was to Merely, but Houdini equally to blame right there, as both players just leaving expecting Will to get a much better 50 than he did, although Merely there with the shot, couldn't find it, but easy rebound for Houdini to tie it back up at 2-2, and kind of an interesting Game 3 here.
Yeah, it's
Pressure's
a lot
a
of
strange. It's sus.
Yeah, neither team's taking control of the game or really controlling the midfield. It just feels like the ball's just finding its way into the net in really weird ways.
Yeah, and neither team able to find any sort of semblance on offense, just kind of back and forth, scrappy midfield play. As Steele is going to 50 out the whole team from arrival, leaving the ball in front of the net. Case trying to get a revenge fake of his own.
Oh, we might see something flashing from Kaya.
He tried. He may have been better off just going for the pre-jump pass over to Steele, who was already up early. Air dribble might have been a better attempt there, and they will get punished for it. Maybe trying to style a little bit too hard. and Arrival will take the lead again.
Yeah, definitely a major lapse of judgment from Kaio. Like, maybe he felt confident he could hit no matter what, but end of the day, his flip reset resulted in a goal on his team and maybe even the match if things slow down.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it seems like Gravelords are kind of just messing around at this point, trying to just pull off some strange, wacky plays. As honestly, the defense from them has been a little sus in this game, but definitely Arrival playing more solid than they were game 1, game 2. But honestly, anything is an improvement after that game 2 8-0 beating. Is the infield coming out, but Houdini will shut that down. Steele looking for the pinch. May have been on net, but Will shutting it down as well. And again, Houdini just leaves the net, and all 3 goals for Gravelords are just open nets.
Merely gets beat to the ball, and Houdini's just nowhere to be found. I think he was trying to get boost.
He went for the boost when he already had 100 boost.
Yeah, that's definitely a lapse of judgment. I think that might be something they are going to have to go over in scrims or in replay review is knowing when to stay in net and when they can get boost.
I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be pretty confident that a roster move will be made after this series for Arrival if they lose. I don't think the boys are too happy on this roster at the moment. But as it stands right now, contenders for this game 3, as it is tied up. Gravelords, they're only able to notch up 3 shots so far. They are 3 for 3, but definitely not the offensive showing we've seen the past 2 games as Case is continuing, the Challenger League sub-up is continuing to pop off in this series.
I mean, with stats like these, if he gets these types of stats both days, he could be the Rival Player of the Week. 3 goals, 4 shots. Last series, he had, I believe, 3 assists, 2 goals. He's really doing something else in this rivalry game.
Yeah, I mean, they just played a Steel's going to send in another quick one. They're not messing around anymore. They want to shut down this series for the 3-0. But Case, he was just playing on the race against Rockerman's team Ascension, and that series went in a 3-1 fashion for the Wraiths, and now Case could easily show up with a sweep in Rival League, which is no slouch of an accomplishment right there, as Will coming up with the excuses in chat. I mean, ultimately, responsibilities need to be made, but gotta show up when it matters most.
So the best players can really pop off no matter what. You look at pro players, they may have off days, but even their off days, they're still like a level above the average, even 2K or ranked grinder. So
I will
really
say,
no
I did get 2 hours. I got 2 hours of sleep myself. I was looking at the stock market all night. I almost pulled an all-nighter. I had to take a little bit of a nap before the series, and then ultimately my team ended up getting 2v3'd in game 4 anyway. So I guess my team is kind of shitters as well. But unfortunately for the Rival, it's gonna be an ugly 3-0 defeat, unfortunately, as Gravelords with the sub-up are going to get an easy sweep here. Game 3 a little bit competitive, but still, ultimately, Gravelords, they're kind of just messing around. And once they decide to actually play, they put 3 goals on in quick succession. And the season is early, Magma. We're only 4 games in, so maybe a few roster moves could change up this Arrival roster. May have some hopes to sneak into playoffs, but at the moment they will be moving to 1-3 on the record.
Yeah, 1-3. It's definitely not how you want to start your season, but we've seen teams come from worse records to go further in the playoffs. And I definitely think that they still should have a little hope for the season because, hey, they kept it close with Gravelord's team, who Case clearly peaked, and overall, Gravelords seemed like a team to beat. And hey, maybe keeping it close with them means you are able to keep it close with any team in the league.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think Gravelords have had 2 Game 5 victories, so they weren't playing with their main lineup today, but definitely looking to be at the top 4 of Rival for sure. And I mean, I don't know about you, Magma. You were in Rival League last season. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the rosters too much, but at the moment, my top 4 for Rival is going to be Pineapples, Gravelords, Rival, and Vortex and Hydra.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely agree with you with those. All 4 of those teams are. They definitely seem to be a bit of a cut above the rest, and especially, really, I'm excited to see Drake's play more, and I'm really excited to watch Vortex and Pineapples play on stream.
Yeah, that is going to be coming up next. And Pineapples, they lose the star player in Bubs. The interesting rival drama continues, as now Bubs has changed rosters twice back on his original team on Vortex. So a little bit of a grudge match, not so much of a grudge match according to Rival General, but either way, we're going to be having that one coming up next after the break, and that should be a banger of a matchup. And we'll catch you guys then.
right, welcome back, everybody. We're here for your final matchup of the night. We're here for Game 3 on some Wednesday night Rocket League. Holy cow, it's Wednesday. I thought it was Monday. But anyways, I'm C Money, joined here by C Biscuit. How you doing, Biscuit?
Doing good. Won today, 4-0 on the season. Good start. Can't complain.
Well, that's incredible. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, senpai.
I don't think I won a game yet.
Yeah, you got an FF today.
I didn't win though.
It's a win. It's a W in the column, baby. It's a W.
It's half a W in Nemesis' eyes though. But anyways, we're here with another exciting matchup. We got another rival one coming out for you. We have Pineapples and Vortex. And after a very spicy trade of, I believe it was Pineapples, right? Between Pineapples and Vortex. For Vortex to get Bubs back.
Yeah, it was a very spicy trade. Pineapples received, I believe it was 6 first-round picks over the course of Season 5 and Season 6 for Bubs, who they got for free after Vortex dropped him earlier on. And then Pineapples replaced him with Ares, who I've heard from a few people that he's possibly a top 3 talent in Rival. So Pineapple's kind of making out like a bandit on that trade, but now Vortex back with their original lineup they're looking to use of Chipmunk, Bubs, and Casper, the 3 people they're coming into the season with a bunch of experience, and they worked out their frustrations with each other they had after week 1 or game 1 of the season. They could be a very scary team if they're getting along again.
That will definitely be true, as I'm very excited for this matchup. I was already excited before the trade happened, as that would have been a spicy little rivalry thing going on, but now it's a spicy little reunion. And either way, I'm happy, because I get my spicy.
Spicy.
Thank you. That was well timed. But anyways, before we get these boys joined up here, with this new roster change, you think Vortex has what it takes to take this one away?
I gotta lean on Pineapples today. I think they're gonna be able to shut down Bubs. He does need a lot of space to be a dangerous player, in my opinion. And I think Pineapples are gonna just kind of choke him out. And if he's taken out of the equation, I just don't see a Vortex win here. But it is still possible.
All right. And fortunate for you, you get to watch all the spiciness for your upcoming matches later this season. But I'm excited to see how this one goes, as I'm actually a huge fan of Squirrel there on Pineapples. Great man, great commentator. But let's get this one under wraps, as we have Pineapples in the blue and Vortex in the orange. This one's starting out in the favor of Pineapples a little bit, but Bubs, he's already sending this one the other way, getting some nice mechanical plays, but couldn't quite find the target on that one. As a weird miss comes out from Air there. Chipmonka now taking this one to the middle, but a big clear from Mariso. Or Ares. Why? What am I doing? Oh,
Prospect
man.
Ariso's in? Nice.
Yeah, dude, we're just... Whoever wants to play is playing, alright? As, oh my gosh, a big dunk from Stevie Fade straight on net. Bubs makes a pretty good touch there, but that one's up. It's dangerous, and it's in as Ares, and I'll get it right this time, sends that one home.
Yeah, and just great speed by Ares and great read by Steve there to get that on the back for him. And I think it was Casper, just not a chance to beat Ares to that ball, and Ares takes a shot and gets a goal to start off the series.
Yeah, Pineapple's starting off strong here in the first 30 seconds on a quick counterattack there. Pretty sure they weren't even on offense that long. The Squirrel now, sending this one up, gets a nice little drop down to Ares there. He's going to take that, flick it past one. He's got the corner, but what is that? Casp takes that one away. Is that Casper?
I call him Casper.
He abbreviated his name. Alright. I like it. But Bubs now, trying to get this one middle. He does that, tries to go for the flip reset. Doesn't quite work, gets a nice little touch out mid, but Chipmunk was not quite ready for that one. This one's rolling back the other way. Squirrel with a big dunk, but that's off the crossbar. And Bubs, he's going to end up sending that one down. Chipmunk on the ball now. Trying to get it mid, but cut off by Ares. Nice little pinch from him to send it the long way. Bubs now, off the ceiling. Gets one touch on it. Getting 2, but Stevie Fades is going to pinch it with him, send it to the wall. As that one's going to go past 2. Stevie Fades decides not to make the touch, and it works out for him. Aries now, 50 in the midfield. This one's up, floating, waiting. Casper sends it to the backboard. Aries is going to make the touch, though, to send it away. Chipmunk back towards the middle. Bubs is up. He's got one. He's put it on, but it's going to hit the crossbar, and that one's not going to quite make it, as this one, it's hard to tell. It's going a little back and forth. Oh, my goodness, a great shot. It's going a little back and forth, Biscuit, but what are you seeing? Who do you think's got the outlier right now? Maybe has more of the advantage. Oh,
I
never
was
mind.
about to
That's
say Aries.
It's gonna be pineapples there.
I was about to say Aries. He just looks a little more mechanical and quick on the field comparatively to the other players. And right there, he shows it again, just quickly reading that ball and taking a hard to read shot in the upper left of the net from the right side.
Yeah, I mean, first goal was scored in 30 seconds, and that time held out for another minute 30, minute 45-ish. Is this one is gonna get started off in Vortex favor here. This one's popped up. But there's your boy Aries. He's going to be the first one to that one. Trying to read it, but couldn't quite, as Bubs is going to send it the long way. One in the middle now. Big demo coming out from Bubs, but that shot was just a little wide there. Casper, he's going to pop it up in the middle. Squirrel to Aries. Aries, a little wide, but Squirrel, he's back up. He's going to put that one just a little wide as well. Is very unfortunate for Pineapples there, as they could not find it, and Squirrel unable to find the touch, and Cas, he's going to send that one home. The first one for Vortex.
Yeah, and a very surprising miss here by Squirrel. I thought he had a position, and Casper kind of threw it away, but just enough height and pace on that ball to get it right over Squirrel for a goal and bring this game back within one.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, it was a good play, as that one made the defender jump, but in the end, the defender couldn't quite find it. As Stevie fades now, gonna put that one middle, but Chipmunka is gonna cut that one off. Gonna send it down. One there. It's Aries. Oh my goodness. Too many air types. Alright, we need to branch out. We need some water types, some ground types.
Maybe a fire type or two.
I don't
We have
know.
a few of those.
They
We got
plagued the
Mew.
nation.
Oh, you're right. Maybe a lightning type would be cool.
Ooh, that'd be
we could
cool.
pull that off.
As Stevie fades now, trying to get some offense started here for Pineapples with his no boost. But Aries, he's going to come up behind, get a little doink. Gets that one towards the middle. Stevie fades. He was there, but not quite fast enough, as Bubs is going to take this one the distance. Got a one-on-one. Gets a nice little pop there. Nobody quite. Oh, and maybe they get it. Bubs again. Chipmunk this time. This corner is being absolutely harassed. So this one's going back and forth. Bubs again. Up. Casper trying to find a read, but Bubs, he's going to take this shot, but it's going to go right off the crossbar. Chipmunk slowing things down here. Aries now. He's got the dribble. He's got the flick. Double commit, but nothing too concerning, as nobody was quite in a position to make a threatening play on it. This one in front of net. Nice 50 there by Bubs to get the save. Casper. Chipmunk. Stevie fades. Beautiful dunk. Bubs trying to slow him down here. But Aries, he's going to take this one high. He's got one on the net. He might have gotten a flip reset. Maybe not. Couldn't quite get it. Bubs is going to send that one across the top of the net there. And then find a nice long clear. Good dunk from him. Going towards the middle. Aries with a nice touch. A little bit of a double commit. I'm kind of surprised here, Biscuits. The rivals are starting to make a little bit more double commits than I expected as time winds down on this one.
Yeah, a lot of double commits actually coming out from Aries here in this first game. And it is his first day with the new team. He might be a little off with his teammates and how they play, but for a player of his skill, I can't tell if he's just monkeying the win or just not communicating well with his teammates yet. But if those double commits do continue and Vortex can take advantage, then there could be a big upset coming in the series, and Pineapples lose, and my prediction looks stupid, and I don't like looking stupid.
Yeah, that would be absolutely terrible if they made Biscuit look stupid out here. We can't have none of that. But
Yeah.
what do you think Vortex has to do to turn that one goal around in their favor going into this next one here as we get ready for the second matchup?
think they just gotta limit some of their double commits and hopefully not rotate well. Words just became really hard. Brain shut down. They just need to not double commit, rotate well, and take advantage of the double commits that Pineapples are doing right now. And if they can do that, they can definitely take a game or even the series.
Okay. All right. Well, we're here getting game number 2 underway as we got Stevie Fades versus Casper, who went with the full name this time. Did he just change it? What the heck? All right.
So did Aries.
Wait, what did he?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, where the heck did that come from? I didn't even see a play unfold. As Bubs secures a goal here. Oh.
They took advantage of a double commit right there by Aries, now with extra letters in his name. But yeah, just a little bit of a ball chase by Aries and centers the ball right to Bubs, and Bubs just capitalized.
Yeah, this is now Squirrel though. He's gonna put that one off the backboard. Gets a great bump, and Aries, he's gonna clean that one up real quick to get that 1 goal back.
Yeah, and just a tremendous pass here by Squirrel to get the ball over Chipmunk and then get right in Bub's way and bump him out of the way, essentially making it an open net for Aries to shoot on and make up for his previous mistake.
Yeah, that was good play by him, as this one, little threatening of a kickoff there is Pineapples can't seem to get quite set up on defense yet. Bubs now pulling out the mechanics, gets a flick over 2 of them. Chipmunk, he's gonna pop up real quick and send that one home.
And good control here by Bubs to take the ball and a great flick on another double commit. It's becoming an issue early on already in this game, and now Vortex really taking advantage of those and gets 2 quick goals. We're only 30 seconds in pretty much, and there's already been 3 goals scored.
Yeah, this one's shaping up to be a pretty long matchup here due to the amount of goals, but Squirrel sending this one the long way. And Casper getting demoed for his efforts of clearing it. Nice little pop there by Bubs to get it out of this offensive pressure. 50 in the midfield. Chipmunk, he's up for it. Sends it down. Bubs tries to get one mid, can't quite find the touch. Chipmunk now on it. Another double commit comes out there. Now Squirrel has to make that touch out. Last man in net. He's gonna send it to the wall. Chipmunk, send it down. That would have been a dope play if Bubs popped it and hit Chipmunk right in the mouth there.
Right in the mouth.
Exactly. This one slowing down a little bit here. I think the teams are trying to eliminate some of the mistakes. They might be listening to us.
Talkers.
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
Not like we're streaming or anything.
Say I got it if you're listening right now, players.
Okay. Oh my goodness, Bubs with the pure speed is the defender didn't really react too much to that one in my eyes.
Yeah, just a really awkward bounce there. I don't think Squirrel was expecting the ball to ricochet off the wall with that much power, and Bubs, on the other hand, reads it like a book and scores it.
Okay, I don't know what to say about that one.
I don't either.
For Pineapples goes for kickoff, but not punished too heavily for it, as they're now going to get this one cleared out. Nice dunk by Squirrel. One's playing in the corner. A great bump coming out. Stevie Fades, plagued by the crossbar. Aries tried to give it back to him, but Stevie Fades not quite ready for it. Squirrel now, off the ceiling, trying to make a play. Not the amount of boost he wanted to work with. Aries, that one might be on, but a great save coming out from Casper as Stevie Fades there. Just outplays Squirrel, but Aries has the ball. Had the double touch opportunity, but couldn't quite find the angle. Is this just out of nowhere turned into a barrage by the Pineapples, and maybe they can take this one back considering they still have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Yeah, just tremendous pressure being put on by the Pineapples right now. They're just setting up tent in the Vortex half. It's just that now they need to finish on some of these great looks they're getting with all this pressure and get a goal and get closer to taking back this game too.
And as we mentioned, their amazing pressure instantly turns around for a counter attack. Oh my goodness, the boost is being stolen. Squirrel is in an awkward position as he has none. The other two got faked out, but it does end up getting cleared as this one's now being played in the midfield. Chipmunk with a big clear off the backboard. Stevie fades back in time to make the play before that one ended up disastrous. Squirrel now, he's on it, taking it as Bubs 50s him in the midfield. Chipmunk up, can't quite find the touch. Casper's turn, puts it under one to Chipmunk. Chipmunk with the shot. Stevie fades with an amazing save as out of nowhere these games just ramp up and slow down, and the pace of it is very unpredictable thus far. As this one's a dangerous one in front of net. I would have given you time to talk, but out of nowhere it got real exciting.
Exciting, it did get almost a goal there, but a great recovery by Vortex to stave off the offensive threat that Pineapples was giving. I almost forgot their team name.
It's all good. Casper now trying to get something started for Vortex. Sends that one a little far. Chipmunk trying to get to it. Can't quite as Squirrel now. Gonna push that one down. Being popped over. Stevie fades in the midfield. Squirrel not sure what he's doing. Maybe looking to just cause a disturbance. Chipmunk now. Gonna try to get this one out. Stevie fades, meets him on the wall. This one's gonna get 50 in the midfield. Bubs with some amazing mechanical skills there. Too bad he couldn't make nothing of it, as this one's now about to float in front of net, but a good touch there by Squirrel to send it across. Bubs there, couldn't find the touch. Squirrel now, trying to get one mid, but Chipmunk able to block it off. This one being played in the midfield a lot. Aries sends it off the backboard. Squirrel trying to get something going, as they really needed it there to have a chance at bringing this one back, but with just under 3 seconds left. I don't know why I said just under. A lot of time under 3 seconds. There's no time left. Vortex will put that one down on the ground and take game number 2 here.
Yeah, and Vortex doing exactly what I said, taking advantage of all those double commits out of Pineapples. I think of their 3 goals, I'm not sure, but I know at least 2, but I might think all 3 came off of big double commits by Pineapples, almost giving Vortex a free net. And I think they just need to clean that up on Pineapples then, or it could get real ugly from here on out, and Vortex really could beat them into the dirt.
Yeah, that they definitely could, as Vortex is starting to prove to be really strong, but I have faith in Pineapples. If they can get some rotational things figured out here, they could definitely bring this one full circle and still take the what's the name, series here. Holy cow. It is one day. Is waiting on the Pineapples here. Not sure what's going on.
Me either.
Oh, maybe they're doing a sub for Cryptus.
He is their sub, yes.
So Vortex is ready to get this one started. Pineapples are in fact putting in Cryptus, going with a little bit of a roster change. And what do you think? What's your opinion on that, Biscuit? Do you think it was the move, or do you think maybe it was a little too soon to tell, as they did end up taking the first match?
I mean, I'm going to go with it might be a good move. I mean, they were a little shaky on their rotations, and if they really feel that Cryptus here has a cleaner rotation to help out their team, then it might be the right move so they don't fall, to match point on this series.
That is a good point. In a best of 5, you kind of have to make that decision right away or not at all. So, as we get this one started, it does look like Pineapples do in fact have the more aggressive, what am I trying to say? The better amount of pressure here, as they put a shot on and Cryptus just slides that one underneath and get the first goal of the series here just outside of 30 seconds.
And around here we call Mrs. Fakes, and Squirrel right there pulls out a great fake, getting Chipmunk out of the way, and not a chance for Casper to save I can't get both their names back to back. Cryptus shot out of the net.
That is, in fact, what we tend to do is we don't miss here, we just fake. As now, looks like Vortex here, trying to take this one into their own favor. Bubs trying to get a nice little musty flick there, couldn't quite though. This one's now gonna go. Squirrel pops it up. Cryptus, he's up for it, sends that one on net, but Bubs is gonna send that one the distance. Squirrel trying to drop that one down, but Chipmunk already there, couldn't quite find the angle, and a missed opportunity coming out there for Vortex is Bubs is still playing with them, trying to give his team time to go find some boosts. Is Casper now? It's a nice 50. Chipmunk, in turn, also gets a nice 50. But Cryptus, he's going to send that one to the middle where neither team is quite there. As we get the third 50 in a row right in front of Pineapple's net here. As Cryptus finally getting that one across the halfway line, but Bubs doesn't let it stay there for long. Aries now finally gets a deep one. So this one makes it all the way to the back wall. Chipmunk trying to send that one out, and he does. Cryptus, last man back, makes a good touch. Bubs there. Try to create something. Aries trying to get it out. This one's floating around in the corner. An unfortunate touch for Squirrel. Chipmunk able to get the dunk, but Cryptus, the first one there, is there wasn't really a Vortex player ready for that one.
I gave you the word struggles that I have. I've affected you, and I apologize.
Yeah, you should. 'Cause I'm trying here, man.
Yeah. Twisted tongue infection from Biscuit 2021.
It's like COVID-19, but worse.
You right.
Squirrel now sends that one to the corner. Bubs is gonna send it out. Squirrel looking for a back pass, but gets demoed for his afters. That one's up. Chipmunk can't quite find it. Aries able to make the play. I think he's got a wide open net. That he does, and he's just gonna walk the dog and send that one home.
Yeah, and very aggressive by Vortex there. He demoed everyone but Aries, who was playing the ball, and Aries just kind of walks the ball the other way and says, I'll take a 2-goal lead for the death of my two teammates.
Yeah, that was a very unfortunate result for the play that unfolded for Vortex there. Is, oh my goodness, Cryptus with an almost amazing redirect, but Casper with a great read there to get that one out. As we now got Chipmunk here in the corner, trying to get something started, but Aries, Bubs, plays, Squirrel sending that one out. Casper stopping it at the midfield. Bubs getting beat on the dunk here. Aries, first one to it, trying to get it mid. Does kind of roll mid. Cryptus here, gonna play it. Squirrel now, put it in front of net. But Bubs has it. Bubs gets absolutely bumped off of that, and the ball stolen in one play. Nice little back pass there. Don't see very many back passes. Oh my goodness. Chipmunk just absolutely bamboozles people, as I don't know what happened here, but he got two.
Just an unfortunate touch there by Cryptus on the back pass. He had all the space he could ever want. He just throws it away and then double commits a Squirrel, and Chipmunk able to beat both of them and gets a goal out of it.
Yeah, that was a very unfortunate play, but luckily for Pineapples, they had one to forward there. They now have the pressure. Bubs is trying to take it away. He's got this one midfield, passed up in the middle. Aries, though, he's up for it. An unfortunate backflip from Casper, and Bubs somehow all the way back already. This man, both ends of the field at the same time. Squirrel, he's going to send that one high. He's going to go straight down. He's going to find the read and get a little touch there to make sure it doesn't get saved away.
Squirrel putting the ball high, and I actually thought he dunked everybody, but it looks like, yeah, Bubs in the attempt to get the save just unfortunately doesn't get quite enough on it to get it out to the right, and it goes in. But good attempt by Bubs with a great touch by Squirrel initially.
And so far this is shaping up to be a great series and a great matchup, as these are very much going back and forth how we like to see it, as Chipmunk sends one on, but a great save coming out from Air. As I don't know, would that have been considered a kickoff goal? It was pretty quick.
I don't know the technical terms that declare a kickoff goal.
Alright, well, that would have been a kickoff goal in my books. His defense was still getting set up. Another great save by Air there. Didn't overcommit like I would have. As Vortex trying to find something here. An unfortunate miss from Cryptus. That one's going to be sent high off the backboard, but Squirrel is going to come from behind and send it up even higher to avoid the shot. As Chipmunk with the unfortunate crossbar across. Almost a pinch play coming out from Cryptus and Air there, but not punished for it, as Squirrel able to get it down. No time left, but they're keeping this one up. Maybe a constellation goal, maybe a stat pad, or I'm just wrong, and it drops in the middle, and Pineapples take game number 3 here.
And good job by Pineapples. I mean, there were still a few double commits throughout the game, but a far few less than previously in game 2. And Vortex just not capitalizing on those this time out. I don't know if it's just unfortunate positioning or unlucky mistakes not getting punished by Pineapples where they may have messed up, but they went to a place that wasn't bad for them at the time. But I could definitely see Vortex taking this next game and giving us that game 5 energy that we love to see on Nemesis Gaming League.
Yeah, it's definitely might be a little harder fought, as it seems that Cryptus was in fact the play to go with, as the rotations were clean, the double commits were less frequent. But as we take game number 4, heading to probably my favorite map, just the peace and serenity of what I love as Forbidden Temple. Took over my Neo Tokyo favorite map. I needed more calm, yes.
It is very tranquil. The background music here does induce peace and tranquility.
As, oh my goodness, Aries trying to get this one started off right. Can't quite find the touch as he had no boost to work with there, but they still have the pressure. Cryptus off the back wall. Bubs, great touch to the middle. Chipmunk, he's there. He's going to push this one to the corner. He's got one to beat, but Aries, nice dunk there. Bubs, he's got the play. He's got the high ground. But Cryptus able to battle too there. Squirrel to Cryptus. Cryptus gets a nice touch to the corner. Chipmunk can't quite find it. That one's on net, but Bubs gets there last second. I'm pretty sure Pixels were in net there. And a great save coming out from him on that one is Chipmunk. Wait, Chipmunk, Squirrel. Too many tree rodents.
Yeah, and Squirrel here just getting the ball in net with his first touch. And once again, we don't miss the Nemesis Gaming League. We just fake. And a great fake there to just let the ball drop in the net.
That one was a much more realistic fake look, though, than the last one. As Pineapples start this one off strong, they win another kickoff here. But Casper, he's going to play that off the backboard. Try to get this one out. Aries, he's going to send it right back. Chipmunk there. Double commit coming out. This time, in Vortex's side, it's Bubs, last man back, gets bumped off his own clear. Aries, he's up. He's got a double. He's going to send that one dangerously close to being in. Chipmunk to send it out. Squirrel, he's going to put it on the backboard. But Casper with a huge clear there is Aries now. Going to play his own corner. Not much boost to work with, but still able to get the dunk. Bubs, though, going to send that one high. Send that one middle. Chipmunk's there, but a nice play out there from Pineapples is Cryptus. Going to 50 Casper and not get a very good one. Oh my goodness, he goes for the redirect. Chipmunk able to react in time, but just hands it to Aries, who puts it off the backboard as Bubs thought it was going to be a shot, giving Squirrel the open net to shoot at.
Yeah, and just a phenomenal placement on this pass by Aries. Put it in a spot where the other team feels like it might be a shot, but it's just a clean pass right to Squirrel off the sidewall. And a second goal to continue winning the series.
Oh man, Aries goes for the stall kickoff there. Didn't quite work how he wanted as Casper had the nice cheat up, but a good save there. Bubs now try to get something going. Aries taking it away. Chipmunk sending it back as this one's played in the midfield here. 50 in front of the net. Aries again making a little more touches than probably needed there as he fakes out one of his teammates. This one off the corner, it's high. Aries is high. He's sending this one all the way down, going the full 9. Chipmunk bounce this one real high. Squirrel versus Bubs in front of net. Casper, it's a nice lead there, but this one's going to be sent corner. Cryptus to Aries. Aries down. Bubs to corner. Bubs to mid. Chipmunk from underneath. Couldn't quite find it, but Casper couldn't find it either. As Bubs now getting demoed for trying to stay in the way. Chipmunk to the middle. Pinch coming out from Cryptus, and Squirrel is going to go all the way. Bubs now pulling out some mechanics. Tried to get a pinch there. Couldn't quite find it. Casper, he's up. Sends that one deep. That one might drop down, but Aries with a spectacular read there. Actually gets the double touch to keep this one going. But that was a triple commit. Squirrel able to get back in time. Chipmunk sending it far. as this one looking a little balanced here now. Things have seemed to settle down, Biscuit, but what do you think Vortex needs to do to pull these 2 goals back with just over a minute 30?
I think they just need to get a little more ball control and get better clears. A lot of their balls are just being banged away and then being banged back. No one's really taking that much control of the ball, and so it's just leading this back and forth that's drained a whole 2 minutes that Vortex needs to get back to get a goal. And
Oh, what the heck was that? Casper, amazing 50, and just absolutely boost. I don't even. Snowplow shoves that.
someone give me a name for that Rocket League move. He just rode the horse to the finish line right there. I don't know. Like, just 50'd them and went for a ride on the ball. It was pretty cool to see, actually.
Yeah, we need to get that one in RLCS here. That one needs to be used by the professionals. Someone clip it and post it on YouTube everywhere. Share it to all your friends. But with that goal, it brings them within 1, and they have the pressure right now. But Aries trying to get something out here. Gonna take this one to the wall, but Bubs, he was right there. I think he bumps Aries off of it. Squirrel, amazing dunk. This one might be on net, but Chipmunk off his own backboard. Bubs now up. He gets dunked out. This one falling in front of net. Casper can't quite find the touch. Aries off his own backboard, double touches it. Casper able to get the little touch off to the corner as that bombardment, oh my goodness. That's a slow roller by Cryptus.
Cryptus. Yeah, and good control here by Squirrel. Recognizes his teammate and puts it right on him. And Cryptus needs to put it behind Chipmunk and get a goal. And 2-goal lead, 37 seconds left. Vortex, a lot of work to do here.
Yeah, they got some ground to cover as this one is match point in Pineapple's favor. As we're now going, this one in front of the net. Bubs, he's on it. He's got the dribble. He's got the flick pass 1. He's got the flick pass 2. It's a little wide. He's going to have to get this one center. He does, but Chipmunk just a little too far centered there as it was right past him. As this one's now up, but Chipmunk makes up for it, and the assist from Casper to bring this one back within 1 with 12 seconds.
Casper the big dunk, and Cryptus going for a very premature squishy save. Pretty much just takes himself out of net, giving Chipmunk an open net, and giving Vortex life with 12 seconds left.
Yeah, anything can happen here is this one in Vortex favor. It's against the backboard. Squirrel had to make the read. He almost gets it, but Casper instead gets an amazing double touch to tie this one up with just over 5 seconds left.
Yeah, and what a great shot by Casper. Nerves of steel on this man to just go up for a double tap in the final seconds of the game and take a tie and give himself a chance to maybe even win here as Cryptus leaves the match.
Very confused as Vortex, or not, that's not Vortex. Pineapples does technically need to stay something by the terms of the rule book. I don't know. Can I get a? I don't have a rocker, man. I need a bubbly or a bagels.
Rocker or a magma, or
yeah, or I guess a Benji now too.
But we might get a 2v3 or win. That'd be kind of nuts.
As this one is actually just sitting right in front of net. Casper with a big clear. I'm gonna keep commentating. Well, I also try to get somebody. As Bubs is gonna send that one in, and I'm not exactly sure what happens with that one. Is
reset this game, bro.
Did he DC? It said he left. Can I scroll up through this? I can't. So
rule check.
Yeah, we're working on a rule check. I'm sorry. Hold up, let me
call New York. We got it. We gotta get to this in the replay booth and figure it out. I think because he DC'd, it's a reset, but I I'm not 100% on the rules with that one because his team didn't ask for a reset, which is where I'm a little concerned. The other team asked, but they never responded with a yes or no. They just played.
All right, we're gonna send this one to a match discussion real quick while I get some clarification here. As I think that counts because they didn't state he DC'd.
I think his team needed to state it, but I'm not sure. I guess the teams
I have
could
some
decide.
messages from Benji. Let me read them. As you can
Wait,
entertain.
you can read?
Yeah, that's why I need you to entertain. I gotta figure out what this says.
Well, there once was a starts doing say chanties. I don't know how to entertain when I'm not talking about Rocket League.
You're doing a real good job, dude. I'm actually proud of you.
Random noises. What do I talk about? I mean, I had tacos for dinner. That was good. What'd you have for dinner, C Money? You can read and talk to me.
Oh wait, I got. Oh. Wait. Hold up. I'll be right back. Let's see. I'm gonna do something real quick. And then
Okay.
we're gonna add this. And then we will be right back momentarily. We're getting the official wording on this because I have no clue and I feel very awkward right now. Sorry. Love you guys. We'll be back in like 2 minutes. All right, everybody. Let me stop the music that I put in for you guys. We have gotten the official wording. Since the team that lost the player didn't ask for it, the reset, the game does go to Vortex. So let me update that for you guys. Gonna get a quick lobby reset to get this on Champs Field as we are about to head in to Game 5 on the night and get this one going. You don't got. All right, so who do you think? Who do you think, Biscuit? Who do you got in this Game 5 here?
That is a big question. I think I'm gonna have to lean towards.
I need you to leave though.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna have to lean myself towards pineapples. Don't know why. I just like pineapples and they're delicious. So I'm gonna lean that way. But both teams are so evenly matched. I think it could go either way.
Okay. All right. I don't know. It's very. I think pineapples do have the edge here, as that was an unfortunate 2v1, 2v3 that they were put in, and they did have a opportunity to take that one. So we will see as we get this one loaded up, get the players back in here, and get everything situated.
And get on to this epic Game 5 action, baby. Let's go.
All right, we have all of our people back. We're gonna get Game 5 going. I'm sorry. This is the like first time this has happened to me. All right, here we go, Biscuit. Let's see if our pineapples can pull through here, as I gotta also add the flame. As we're gonna have Bubs here going up against, and they just want to focus on Bubs there. Squirrel with a good win there, but this one actually gonna start off in the favor of Vortex as Bubs on the ball. That one big cleared. Casper with a nice touch there. There we go. There we go. Vortex has their flame. Series score 2-2. Best of 5 here. Game 5. This one is an exciting matchup, as this one's been really close. Oh my goodness, Aries with a great little fake there to squeeze that one into the upper 9.
Yeah, and Aries, great fake. I think he was hoping to get the flip right there and possibly flip reset, but not getting it might have been the best thing for him, as he gets it by all 3 Vortex defenders and gets the first goal of the Game 5.
Yeah, that one starts Pineapples out strong, as a fake comes out, it looks like, but didn't quite go how Vortex probably envisioned. Is Aries, he's now up for that one, but Bubs right there to find it. He's going to send that one. Casper, he's going to get a pot middle. This one in front of net. An unfortunate miss for Stevie Fades, but also an unfortunate miss for Casper. That one goes to the corner. It's now being taken out by Bubs a little bit there. Question mark. As Aries, he's up. Gets a nice win there. Into the corner. It's rolling towards the middle. Bubs, unfortunate miss. Chipmunk, unfortunate touch. But a great 50 coming out from Casper to stop that shot from going on. As Aries now is going to send that one high. It's going to fall down. Great bump coming out from Chipmunk. A nice dunk there from Stevie Fades to keep the Pineapples offense. Squirrel now. He's on this one. Sends it off the crossbar. Bubs with a last second touch on that play. Stevie Fades now. His turn to send it middle. As we're about a minute 30 into this one, Biscuit, and it's just looking like Pineapples here have all the pressure and momentum going into this Game 5.
Pineapple's playing really good here with Stevie Fades back in, which I was a little concerned after seeing how they looked with him as he scores.
Concerned what? Stevie Fades sending a nice little floater top shelf there.
Yeah, great shot by Stevie Fades. Just a great read off the pass by Squirrel, and pops it over the last defender who just had no chance to react and save it.
Yeah, that was great play by him, showing that he does belong here, as he got subbed out earlier. As he is now on this ball again. No boost to work with, but he's gladly going to take that 50, as 10 seconds wasted off the clock is a lot of time. Aries, that one's middle. Squirrel, he's up for it. Kind of pushes that one towards wall. Bubs back towards the middle for Chipmunk. Bubs, he's up. Trying to get the read off the corner. Can't quite find it. Is this one towards net, but Squirrel able to avoid getting absolutely dunked into net there, as that one was unfortunate. Aries with a great demo, but sent it just a little wide afterwards. Cleared out. Stevie Fades cutting it off in the midfield. Bubs with a great shot there, and a quick read from him to send that one from midfield in.
Yeah, and just a big miss here by Aries. I think Swirl having a little too much faith and being a little too much faith and being a little too high there, and Bubs makes the read unlike Aries and gets a goal, and they're back within one. I feel like we were here just a game ago and watched like a big comeback by Vortex.
Yeah, Vortex can definitely swing the tides really fast, but it's going to be up to Pineapples here to stay strong in this one. Is a nice little pinch from Stevie Fades. Is going to get that one all the way to the corner, but Bubs, he's on this one. Gets a nice dunk. This one's dangerous. Aries, nice touch from him. Gonna take the dribble on this one. Try to get something going, but Casper, he's gonna jump on that one before anything can happen. Stevie Fades, sending across his own net to the corner to Squirrel, who gets dunked out. Nobody back. Chipmunk able to make the shot from just outside the crossbar there.
Yeah, and really confused why Aries went upfield there as Stevie came across, pretty much leaving the back line open and had to rush back. And Chipmunk coming in, making a statement that he's not just here to watch, he's here to get a goal and tie up the series.
Yeah, series tied. Just under 2 minutes left, and we have a second kickoff opportunity there. Bubs winning the second kickoff, taking this one to the wall. Doesn't quite find the touch for the double, but puts on a nice shot by Chipmunk instead, as that one got saved away. This one now in the midfield, into the corner, and holy cow, that was 3 demos in a row there. This one, oh my goodness, Squirrel able to, I don't know if he dunked him or just put it in a very awkward spot for him to catch it there.
Yeah, I mean, that little extra touch, and then it looks like that was really just an unfortunate backflip by Bubs there, so he doesn't get the power to clear it out, and it just trickles in with a nice slow roller, baby.
As Air now, he's going to try to dribble that one. Holy cow. After giving up 2 goals, it looks like Pineapples will put this one back on, but as I start saying that, Chipmunk able to get that one all the way down. Stevie Fades on the ball. Chipmunk on top of the backboard tries to drop that one down. Couldn't quite find the angle, and Squirrel, he's now going to clear this one out. Ayers is there. Can't quite get what he needs, but Stevie Fades, he's going to send that off backboard. Casper able to make a touch to the wall. Squirrel cutting off Bubs. Chipmunk, unfortunate drop down, but gets a nice 50 to make up for it. It's another nice 50 on the wall. Excuse me, had the hiccups there.
Ooh. They
Thank
fix
you.
it?
Yep. Oh my goodness, this one dropped right in front of net. Tie this game back up as an amazing pass from Bubs to Chipmunk, and it seems their chemistry is very much alive.
Yeah, and just no one up able to contest Bubs on the backboard. Bubs pretty much with a free pass, and Pineapple's forced into a prey and a pre-jump to stop Chipmunk from scoring there and tying up the game.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate as it seems like Pineapples have majority of the pressure and are making good plays. They just haven't converted on all of them, and a couple counterattacks have kept Vortex alive and well in this game 5 here. As I say that, a nice shot coming out from Bubs, but a little slow, easy to save it as, oh my goodness, everybody whiffing in front of net, but luckily it was off by just a hair as that one rolled across. Stevie Fades now, he can't find the touch. Squirrel has to send it out. Chipmunk is absolutely manhandling the pressure right now. Is an amazing little pinch there from Air to get it past 2. Stevie Fades, he's panicking a little bit, unable to find his 3rd touch, unfortunately, but is not punished for it as this one is sent to overtime and he gets a quick reset as Aries wins that one. Stevie Fades, he's up for it, able to find that one. This one, it's a shot on net, and the bump almost came out, but a great save by Chipmunk there. As Chipmunk now takes that from Bubs, sends it down. This one in front of net. Chipmunk trying to find something, but Stevie Fades able to make a nice touch there. Bubs with no boost to work with. This one dropping in front of net. Casper, he was there, but not quite fast enough as that one gets blocked up. And Bubs able to rush back in time before the shot goes on. Aries, he's going to hit that one off the ceiling. Bubs now sending this one deep. Chipmunk, he's up, gets a nice touch, slots that one upper 9, and Vortex has done it here in overtime, made the comeback after going down 2-0 to start the game.
What a redirect by Chipmunk to take this game 5, to put it in the upper 9. That is an amazing shot. 10 out of 10 to you, Chipmunk, and congratulations, Vortex, on taking back this series in a very dominant fashion, really. I mean, they went down a lot in every match, but it's just, you could just feel it. Every time they were down, it didn't matter 2, 3. They could have been down 30 goals with 2 minutes left, and I would have thought they'd come back from that too.
That's very true. Vortex with a spectacular showing there in Game 5, able to come from behind. I'm pretty sure they had to win 2 in a row as well, which isn't usually an easy feat in a well-balanced matchup. But that there is going to wrap it up for tonight. Any final words, Biscuit?
I mean, as a fellow rival player, I just want to state both of these teams look very intimidating. I'm excited to have a chance to compete with them later on this season.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough road for you as you try to take your, what is it, third chip in a row now? Big dog?
Yeah, I'm
Big
trying to
man
learn
on
a lot.
campus, moving up.
Woof, woof.
Better watch out, Rival League. But anyways, thank you all for coming out tonight as we had amazing showings tonight, some great matchups. Little confusion on the rules there, but we got it all sorted out and had an amazing game 5 come out of it, and gotta love the content. But anyways, before close this one out, if you're new here, new to the Nemesis, feel free to join the Discord, look us up on our socials, and chat around, and maybe join the league. It's a fun place to be, and like Rockerman likes to say, the grind continues always here at Nemesis. Thank you everyone for coming out, and we'll see you on Saturday. Have a great night.
Try to be